This is the CC Radio Podcast. Hey guys, welcome to Comic Confidential, the weekly show where we discuss our favorite things from popular culture. My name's Cade.
And my name is Troy. Thanks for joining us. This week, we are discussing the best comic book movie trilogies of all time. But before we get into that, there's a couple of things you guys can do to help support the show.
The first thing you can do, one of the best things you can do, the one thing you should do, is leave us a 5-star review on iTunes.
That's right. And hey, last week we asked for someone to tell us to keep it up.
And someone said, hey.
And Notorious, I'm assuming that's how you spell it. It's N8 Aureus. That sounds about right. Yeah. Notorious.
Notorious, yeah.
Notorious, yeah. Notorious B.I.G.
Came back from the...
came back from the dead.
Yeah.
It was a Notorious B.I.G. came back from the dead to give us a 5-star review on iTunes.
Yeah.
And say keep it up.
Wow. Miracles happen.
Miracles do happen. Just waiting on that Tupac one.
Yeah.
Which I feel like it's coming any day now.
Surely. Someone out there do one
as
Tupac.
It was probably that 3-star one we got.
Maybe.
It's Tupac.
He's a West Side boy. We're East Side boys.
We're East Side boys. It's fine. The beef is still happening.
Yeah.
It's 1996 all over again or whatever it was. Or you can visit patreon.com/ComicConPod and help support the show, plus score yourself a whole bunch of extras. We just did a new show.
Netflix and chat, baby.
Netflix and chat. It's got its own little theme song intro and everything.
It's very fun.
And we did that for the Netflix original comic book movie Polar, which is... polarizing.
Oh.
Some might say.
Wow.
I just made that up. Probably should have used that for the other show. Yeah, so you can do that. We're doing those things.
That's it. Or you can become part of the action by joining our Comic Confidential listener community on Facebook. That's where you will catch us and hundreds of other listeners of the show.
It's pretty much the only place you'll catch me these days.
I looked at my normal Facebook wall the other day.
Yep.
It's like, I saw a tumbleweed.
Yeah.
It's like wasteland.
You know what's scary, though? I still average, because I have a screen time tracker.
Oh, it's disgusting.
It's disgusting. And I don't have anything.
What's your average?
I'm averaging, I think it's like, it's not too bad. But it's like 3 hours, 45 minutes.
Yeah, it's like
week.
nearly 4.
It's nearly 4 hours.
Yeah. I'm the same. I'm like, what am I doing with my life?
Yeah. And I can't say that that's all toilet time because I don't think it is. So yeah, it's nearly like I've heard some like crazy stories about like people spending 26 hours a week just on Instagram.
What?
And shit like that. I was listening to Triple J the other day while I was riding around for work. And yeah, they had a thing. It's like, I think they had Halsey on or something, and she was talking about like, no, it was someone, doesn't matter who it is. She was talking about how she spends about 22 hours a week just on Instagram.
That's ridiculous.
And then
what is she getting paid by Instagram?
Probably.
Yeah,
she's a celebrity.
Well, that's
all
fair.
Celebrities are paid by Instagram. But then yeah, they just got callers, and I think the biggest one was like 26 or 27 hours a week just on Instagram.
Man, if you're getting more than like what?
That's a whole day.
That's
a human day.
Oh, that's disgusting. Someone let us know the longest you've been on your phone for.
And we'll be disgusted at you as well.
I will judge you.
Yeah, we'll definitely judge you. Speaking of judging, this week we are going to be judging comic book movie trilogies, my friend.
Oh, yes, we are. And I'm so surprised at how big this list is.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot more than you'd think. And we might have taken some liberties with some of them, which we'll get to. But I know way back in episode 122, we did touch on some of our favorite just movie trilogies, all over movie trilogies. And now we're going to do the comic book movie treatment on those. Will we claim an overall winner?
Maybe.
Probably.
We'll see.
Well, yeah.
It depends.
We'd like to put these things up against each other.
I'm gonna invent a rating system for each trilogy movie that we talk about.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're going to invent a new one for each one.
Yep.
All right. This will be interesting. One thing I do want to ask, though, is what in your mind counts as a trilogy?
Oh, okay.
Because I had this...
Webster's Dictionary says...
any 3 consecutive movies... in my opinion.
Continuing or involving their own narratives.
So just any 3 random movies that we decide we want to chuck together.
Yeah.
I think because the conversation I was having with my partner was that any franchise or series of movies that has gone beyond 3 can no longer count as a trilogy.
Correct.
I would disagree.
Oh,
Yeah, because
it depends how you look at it. Because Star Wars, perfect example.
Yeah.
There's 3 sets of trilogies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But there's 9 movies.
Yeah.
So technically, by that, you can't count any individual ones as trilogies.
Next week's episode will be trilogies of trilogies.
Yeah. But maybe it's the time frame in between, like from the 3rd to the 4th. Or something like that.
It depends. Star Wars breaks its own rules because it can make its own rules.
Yeah, it's Disney, baby. They can do whatever they want. Superman, though, as an example, like went Superman 1, 2, 3, and then Quest for Peace. But
Richard Pryor.
but technically, Superman 1 and 2 is followed by Superman Returns with Brandon Routh. So how do you count that? Do
Yeah,
you
exactly.
even count it as a trilogy? Because Superman Returns didn't get a sequel after that.
Yeah,
so
correct.
technically... So who knows? We're just going to make shit up as we go, basically. First one I do want to talk about, because I feel like it's going to be the most controversial.
Okay.
It is the original Superman trilogy.
Oh, gross.
Now, I know there was 4, all right?
Yeah.
So everyone, don't you at me about anything.
But that 4th one was such a piece of shit.
Superman 4: A Quest for Peace was...
Plutonium Man? Was that it?
Nuclear Man.
Nuclear Man.
Yeah. Look, Superman for a Quest for a Piece of Shit.
Yeah.
Is basically what it should be titled. Yeah.
And that's being generous.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that movie was dog shit.
So we're not going to talk about that.
Yeah, no. Doesn't exist. It's not in canon.
It's not in canon. So we are going to talk about Superman 1, 2, and 3. Now, Cade, you really like these.
Yeah,
I think.
This is my favorite rendition of Superman. It's so accurate. It's the best. Wow, best storytelling.
Christopher Reeve's the greatest.
Best Superman.
The greatest Superman we've ever seen.
Best Lex Luthor ever.
Oh, Gene Hackman with so the hair.
Good. Yeah,
perfect.
Fuck this series.
Yeah, you really don't like it, eh?
No. I I had nostalgia glasses on. I went out and bought this is back in the day when I used to buy box sets.
Ooh, damn.
Yeah, and somewhere in that cupboard there'll be a Superman box set.
Okay.
Of the original series.
1, 2, 3, 4?
1, 2, 3, 4, baby.
Damn.
Yeah, look, I put it on once and I was like, why did I spend? I think I spent $60 or $70 on it.
Yeah, I think it's I still like these movies. I don't like...
You like the most ruthless killing Superman of all time?
Basically, I like Superman 1 and 2.
Okay.
I don't really like 3 at all. 4 is a piece of shit. So basically, for Christopher Reeve being as lauded as he is as Superman,
yes.
He did 2 good movies, in my opinion. But they are, I will admit, 1,000% a product of their time.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And you can't judge it on anything but what the story is, because you can't look and go, oh my God, look how shit that Superman looks flying.
Yeah, because it looks shit.
It looks terrible.
Hey, you know how there's a flag or something on the moon, or
yeah.
they're throwing things on the moon? That you can't do that.
Yeah, it won't happen.
Yeah, I don't even know.
The moon's not real, Troy.
It's all made up by the government.
Yeah, man.
But I'm wondering if maybe they were on the light side of the moon. Maybe they weren't on the dark side.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out the whole sun thing and how it works. And
if Superman's powers still work in the dark, right?
No, I understand that. I know he's not
he's solar powered.
Yeah,
He's solar powered.
He is solar powered.
But he has a battery, Troy.
Yeah. He just has to carry around a thing to charge himself up. Yeah.
That's what the cape is. It's just all mini batteries.
Yeah, I understand that they charge his cells and stuff like that. But how long can he survive in the vacuum of space? Where there is no sun.
Yeah. Well, there is.
Well, I know there is, but at some point...
Some would say there's more radiation out there, so he's getting charged even more, Troy.
Yeah, but is it from the sun?
Yeah.
What if he's going to, another planet?
Well, as long as they have a yellow sun, he's okay.
Oh, very convenient.
Any planet in our solar system, he will be okay.
It has to be a yellow sun.
Yeah, I guess... In our little area, he'll be okay.
He'd be okay.
Yeah.
As long as he sticks
I can't
within the realms of the Milky Way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. I'm glad we got that sorted. Obviously, we're scientists.
Killing it. People are like, you idiots, you're confusing it. And yes, we are.
Yes, we are. That's what we like to
Deal with it.
Anyway, my whole point was you can't throw shit on the moon. I don't care if you're Superman or not.
Okay.
It's just weird.
All right. So what do you rate this? Out of 3 Round the Worlds.
3 Round the Worlds?
Turning Back Time.
Ooh, yeah, okay.
A made-up superpower for this movie that people fucking love for some reason.
Yeah, well, didn't he do it in the comics as well, though, at some point?
You know what? They probably paid homage to this very
There was a
terrible
point in the comics where Superman was so overpowered they had to rewrite the character to underpower him because
they always do that.
Yeah. But I mean, just initially.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, we've kind of written ourselves into a corner. This guy can fucking punch planets and shit. I would rate this as, because I don't like 3, so I'm going to give it 2 things around the sun, whatever you're doing.
Around the world.
Around the world to turn back time.
I'm going to give it 1.
1? What are you even giving it 1 for? Because I know you hate...
I can't give it 0.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair. All right, let's move into Batman.
Yeah, so Batman 89, Batman Returns, and Batman Forever.
Yeah, now see
the
this
toy edition.
Well, so this is where it gets interesting because again, similar to Superman, there are technically 4 movies in this series.
Yes, there is.
So, can you count it? Yes, you can.
Yeah.
I'm making the rules as I go.
Love it.
So you got Batman 89, Batman Returns, both with Michael Keaton. Then you've got Batman Forever, which was Val Kilmer.
Oh, yeah.
Some would say the greatest Batman.
A lot of people like him.
It's weird.
It is weird.
I'm pretty sure one person likes him.
It's me. No.
Val Kilmer and Val Kilmer's mum.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
How did Val Kilmer get that role? Like, he was big.
He was big. Yeah, he was big at the time.
Yeah, and now he's big.
Now he's big. He's just
He's just fat.
I'd love to see that guy try to get into a bat suit now.
Oh, man. That's cruel.
Batman 89 is legendary.
Yes, it is.
Batman Returns is also quite good, but a bit weird.
Yes.
Batman Forever stinks.
It's been so long since I've seen Batman Forever.
Well, this is the Tommy Lee Jones, Jim Carrey, Riddler, Two-Face. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Not
over the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It started to get a little bit and I don't know exactly, but I'm pretty sure Joel Schumacher took over from here.
Yeah, he did.
Maybe.
Yeah, he did. And then he brought in George Clooney and the Bat Nipples.
Oh, the best.
The best Batman.
The best Batman
of all time. Like, I don't care what anyone says, George Clooney is the best, and you can fight me. He
had a Batman credit card.
Yeah.
So,
deal with that. Do you have a Batman credit card?
I don't.
I guess people can get Batman credit cards now.
You probably could.
Yeah.
Batman 89, though, still holds up to this day.
Yeah, definitely.
Like 1,000%.
I want to watch that again.
Well,
we should do an episode on it.
Oh, funny you should mention that. Because you know how it's 2019.
Oh, do I? Are you allowed to say that in 2019? What year it is?
I don't even know. I don't know what I'm allowed to say. But you know how it's 2019?
Yeah.
I'm allowed to say it. Batman 89 was 30 years ago this year.
Oh.
Yeah, so I've actually penned in the 30-year episode around the time that it turns 30.
Let's do that.
So we are going to do that later on down the track. Available on iTunes. Haven't seen it anywhere else.
Yeah.
Maybe...
You might have to magic that one.
Well, I've got a DVD.
Wow. Do you have a DVD player?
I actually don't. Because it broke.
Wow.
Yeah, and no Macs or anything have things where you can put DVDs in them. So
hey, I'll be so stuffed if someone said, there's a life-saving thing on this CD.
Yeah, on this disc.
I'm like, yeah.
The nuclear codes are on this disc. You need to download them and, get them into the right hands of someone. I don't know. You'd be stuffed.
I'll be dead.
What do you think of Jack Nicholson's Joker?
I love it. He's really over the top. Like the face prosthetics that he had were they look weird sometimes.
Yeah.
But sometimes they look really good. But I'm just a big Jack Nicholson fan.
Yeah, okay.
Because he plays crazy really, really well.
Well, it hasn't stopped.
Yeah. He just plays Jack Nicholson really well.
Yeah, pretty much. With this movie in particular, though, I think it was just so kind of out there. You've got there's Prince, there's Prince on the soundtrack.
Yeah.
It's Bat Dance, I think, came out for Batman 89.
Damn.
But we'll talk about it more when we get to it. Batman Returns, Danny DeVito's Penguin.
That was good.
It was pretty good.
Yeah. Not what you would expect from that man.
No, not at all. And Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman.
Oh, damn.
Damn.
She was hot, man.
Meow.
Meow indeed.
Yeah. Meow 5 now. I get nothing. Yeah, so, all right. What's your ranking system for the 89 series of Batman?
2 Batarangs.
Yep.
2 out of 3 Batarangs.
2 out of 3 Batarangs. Yeah. I'd also give it that just purely because Batman Forever is not good.
Yeah.
And I don't care what you say. Val Kilmer was not a good Batman.
Jim Carrey was not a good Riddler.
Tommy Lee Jones was not a good Two-Face. Joel Schumacher
was not a
good director. Blade.
Oh, yeah. 1, 2, and Trinity.
Yep.
Why wreck that?
Blade 1, Blade 2, Blade Trinity.
Yeah.
What would you call number 2? DOS.
DOS, yeah.
Yeah. Blade DOS, Blade Trinity.
What's the like double-edged lightsabers called? Do they have a special name?
Oh, maybe. Are they just a dual lightsaber?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's what that should have been called.
I don't know where you're getting that.
Blade duel.
No. How good was Blade?
Blade was amazing.
Back
that
in the
opening
day.
scene
of
the
blood
rave.
rave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can never top an opening comic book movie than that.
I would probably agree.
It's pretty bloody. It sets the tone.
Pretty damn good.
And then it just goes ham. And then he brings out that shotgun.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, damn. I forgot the CGI was real bad back in the day. But it's still cool. It's
still cool because its coolness factor helps you get over the fact that some of the CGI is a little bit crap.
Yeah.
But this is where I don't want to say this is where the superhero movies really took off because it's not technically, but they kind of they came into their own because this was kind of the first that we saw that was a bit dark and a bit kind of there's vampires. They're actually killing people and shit. And it's Blade's cutting people's heads off and arms and stuff. And I really liked it. And it also kind of gave us Blade Trinity anyway.
And it gave us a 12-year-old Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, he's now 16.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Blade Trinity gave us the first kind of real on-screen ripped version of Ryan Reynolds that we had seen from that nerdy guy from Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place.
Yeah, it was just after that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Not that long, but it was a little bit after.
Did he do Van Wilder before this or after?
Oh, I couldn't tell you off the top of my head.
Wow. I thought you were the world's biggest Ryan Reynolds fan, and now I'm very disappointed.
Well, it's me and his mum battling for number one. Well, it's actually me, Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
And his mum battling for the number one spot.
That's fair.
Would you like me to find out for you?
No, I don't care now.
Okay, sure.
My heart's broken. I feel like I've been deceived. I just want to rate it and move on now.
Okay.
So how many blood raves would you give this, Troy? Out of 7 blood raves, what would you give the Blade?
Ooh,
the Blade series.
Look, I will tell you this. While you were talking, I looked it up anyway.
You want to tell me now, don't you?
I'm definitely going to tell you.
How many pizza places would you give it?
Oh, look, I don't know about that. I looked up Van Wilder.
Oh.
Van Wilder was before Blade Trinity.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So he did the old dick tuck.
Yeah.
From Van Wilder. Before he had the rippling abs of steel.
Yeah.
Look, Blade 1, Blade 2 is really good too.
Blade 2 is fantastic.
So Blade 2, I would say, is possibly on par with Blade 1.
Yeah.
Blade Trinity does let it down. Dominic Purcell, what's his name? Heatwave from Legends of Tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He tried. He tried.
He tried. I'm going to give it... I'm basically just saying how many of the 3 that I like.
Remember, it's out of 7. I'm switching it
Oh, did
up.
you say out of 7? Oh, fuck.
Yeah, because I felt like you're getting too comfortable with that rating system.
Okay. 4?
4 out of 7?
Yep.
I'm going to give it 5 out of 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
The Blade series was a lot of fun. You know, it's also a lot of fun.
What's that?
Fucking knife fingers, man.
Oh,
Let's talk about Wolverine.
Knife fingers. That's what they should have called it.
Yeah.
X-Men
Wolverine.
Origins Knife Fingers. X-Men Origins Wolverine is... It's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Wolverine,
has its moments.
Yeah, the 3 movies that we'll talk about, X-Men's Origins, Wolverine, The Wolverine, and Logan.
Yeah.
It's like the biggest roller coaster of emotions.
Absolutely. I guess it's good in the sense that it starts so terribly.
Yeah.
And then it kind of slightly gets better and you're like, oh, okay. And then it just finishes so fantastically that you're like, yeah, and you kind of forget how bad X-Men Origins Wolverine was.
Yeah, that was so bad.
They're like the first time.
What about the scene where he's jumping to the helicopter?
Yeah.
And it looks like he has plastic claws from Kmart.
It looks like I made it.
Yeah.
You know, on my iPhone. Actually, no, it would be worse than that. But yeah, there's the scene where he's in the bathroom, I think, or somewhere, and he pops his claws out, and they are fake. They're like CGI'd claws.
Yeah.
Why?
Just pop your real claws out.
Just pop your real claws, Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, come on, man. We know you got them.
We know you got them. Yeah, and this obviously gave us the Ryan Reynolds Deadpool.
Yeah. Not much you
kerfuffle.
can really say about that.
I like that.
Oh, yeah, no pun intended.
No pun intended. Yeah, the Wolverine was good until it got to the Silver Samurai kind of shit fight at the end.
But you know what I love and hate about the Wolverine is the deleted scene.
Which is what?
Where he gets the actual Wolverine suit.
Oh, I've never seen that.
You've never seen that?
No.
Oh my God, Troy. Well, I'm going to show you this and you're going to cry.
Okay.
Because you get to see the suit.
Is that real?
That's real.
Oh, okay. I thought that was just some fan-made
Nah,
thing.
man, that's real.
Okay, cool. Let's talk about Logan for a sec.
Yeah, I mean, out of the three, I guess you'd choose this one, right?
If you had to.
If you had
You'd
to.
probably go Logan. One of the best goddamn comic book movies ever made.
Yeah, it's right up there.
And I don't care what anyone says.
So that's going to make me ask you the question, Troy.
Yeah.
How would you rate this out of 6 claws?
Oh, 6 claws.
Keep in mind, three are CGI'd and 3 are real.
Oh, God. I'm surprised you didn't go out of, like, how many Wolverine tattoos would you give it?
Oh, yeah. Actually, that's much better. How many Wolverine tattoos would you give this?
0.
Wow. Guess you really hate the Wolverine series. And I get that. That's fair.
Look,
I would give it 1 on your body.
I'd give it 10.
10 Wolverine.
10 Wolverine tattoos out of 10, purely for Logan.
Wow.
Logan makes up for the piece of shits. It's like you can watch Logan by itself.
And it makes sense.
And never have to, worry about the other ones.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, if you want a good trilogy, go watch Logan.
But rate it out of 0. I get it. Whatever, man. X-Men. X-Men 2000.
Yep.
X-Men 2 and X-Men The Last Stand.
Just X2.
Yeah.
It's just X2.
X2. That's all you need out of this series.
That's all you need, X2. X-Men The Last Stand was really good.
That was my favorite.
Vinnie Jones' Juggernaut. This is probably the best thing I've ever seen on screen.
Can you please say it how he says it?
I'm the fucking Juggernaut. Does he even swear?
Yeah.
It's like, why are you British?
Yeah.
I know you're Vinnie Jones, but
don't even
the
try.
Fucking Juggernaut.
How much better
in it
is the Deadpool Juggernaut than that?
Oh, God.
It's chalk and cheese, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, why would you... Like, the costume people for The Last Stand...
Oh, my God.
Were just like, what the fuck were we thinking?
Look
at that. And look what we delivered.
They should be ashamed of themselves. I know they tried, but they shouldn't have.
There's this thing, Troy, where it says, you don't need to deliver perfect, you just need to deliver good enough.
Yeah.
I think that's what they thought they were doing.
Well, there should be a third sort of thing to that. It's like, you don't need to deliver perfect, you just need to deliver good enough, but sometimes you just don't need to deliver at all.
Yeah.
And I think that's what they should have done. They should have taken a look at it and gone, that does not look good. Let's just leave it out.
Yeah.
Let's just not run with this non-critical Juggernaut character because it looks like shit.
Yeah.
But I don't want to spend the whole time talking about how shit the Juggernaut is.
Let's talk about how
I'm going to devote a whole
X2
episode to it one day. X2 is really good.
Yeah, really great.
Probably still, to this day, one of the best X-Men movies.
Do you have a scene that sticks in your mind from X2?
Not off the top of my head, but you obviously do. So.
Yeah, I have a scene where Wolverine's kind of caught in the Statue of Liberty by Magneto.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's like just twisting his claws.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, you mean cruel bastard.
Yeah.
And then Wolverine also breaks the laws of physics.
Yeah.
By jumping on the head of the Statue of Liberty and running his claws while he's swinging around something.
No, that's completely possible.
Yeah.
When you're the Wolverine.
Yeah.
What I like about there's a meme running around. It's like every X-Men movie. It's like Wolverine, I'm going to fight Magneto, or whatever, and it's like all the other X-Men. But you're made of metal. It's like Wolverine runs in. Oh, my bones.
My bones hurt.
Because it's pretty much every time he's like, I'll fight this guy. And it's like, my entire skeleton is made of metal. And he gets fucked up every time. And I don't know why he thinks it's going to be different.
Isn't it?
Just stop it. Wait till you've got bone claws.
Yeah, and then fight him.
And then
he'll just take the iron out of your blood and you'll be dead.
Yeah. How do you beat Magneto?
You can't. He's like literally the best villain in the world.
Yeah.
I'm glad, like, that's one thing Apocalypse did well, is like they could show the potential power that he could have. If he just puts his mind to it.
All he did was he was just like in the final fight scene, he was just up in the air.
Yeah, but he was like getting all the iron out of the world.
Yeah, but but for what? Because he didn't use it.
Well, that's the whole thing. He didn't get to finish what he was doing.
What was he doing?
I don't know, man.
We'll
find out.
We'll find out in Dark Phoenix.
Yeah.
It's that story of what the hell Magneto is doing in the air come full circle.
Yeah, absolutely.
Patrick Stewart.
Wait, did you rate it?
No, I haven't yet, because I just want to talk about Patrick Stewart.
Okay.
And Ian McKellen.
Okay.
The two greatest Magneto Professor X's we've ever seen.
Look, I'm kind of disappointed that like, I'm just going to quickly shoot back to Logan, that we didn't get like the two old professors just being assholes to each other.
Oh, yeah.
And like Wolverine's their like their nurse.
Like their nanny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, something I didn't mention for Logan was Patrick Stewart's performance. It's amazing.
Yeah, he
should have got an Oscar.
No, he should not. You're dreaming, mate.
How do you want to rate X-Men?
Oh, this is a good question.
How many I'm the fucking Juggernauts?
Oh yeah, how many Juggernauts?
I'm going to give it 2.5 Juggernauts.
Yeah.
Out of, you didn't say how many.
3
3
for this one.
X-Men: The Last Stand had some moments in the sense of it gave us so many mutants that it was kind of like, for the Uber fans, you could kind of try to point them out
pretty
and go,
cool.
oh, who's that? Other than that, the movie was shit.
Yeah.
So I'll give it 2.5.
Yeah, I'll agree with you on that one.
Okay.
Let's go to a very controversial... We're getting into some controversial area now.
Oh, we are.
The Batman Nolan series. Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, and The Dark Knight Rises.
Does it?
Yeah. Pretty disappointing that they just didn't call the first movie The Dark Knight.
Yeah, it's like The Dark Knight Rises, and then The Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man.
It's weird. But hey, Christopher Nolan had...
He had a vision.
He had a vision, and he stuck by it. Look, this is always going to be the consensus, probably number one, or close to number one, trilogy for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I can see why.
I can see why too.
Batman Begins is hugely underrated. I don't think anyone...
You reckon?
Yeah, I don't think people give it enough props.
I might have to go back and watch that, because it seems to be the one that I probably dislike the most.
Yeah, and I don't really know why.
It's just I don't like this Batman.
You don't like this Batman?
No, this Batman is shit.
How so?
The
Please
voice.
Explain.
Christian Bale. The suit.
Christian Bale himself is probably perfect.
No.
The voice that he puts on gets worse and worse.
It does.
as the thing progresses. Look, there are some things that this trilogy does amazingly well. And I would rate it as one of the best comic book movie trilogies of all time. But there are some things that it does terribly, and one of those is Christian Bale's voice.
Yeah, that's a really important part of the movies. I mean, he spends half his time as bloody Batman talking like that.
Well, so he's British as well.
Well, he is.
I know he is. The Dark Knight Rises kind of lets this down. And this is a movie that...
Oh, yeah, absolutely. This is one that kind of wrecks the whole thing for me.
I've said this before, I believe. I'll say it again. I saw this movie 8 times in the cinemas.
That's fucking ridiculous, Troy. Like, The Dark Knight Rises. You saw that 8 times.
I saw The Dark Knight Rises 8 times in the cinemas.
Did you go buy a big fucking fur coat?
I wanted to. That Bane jacket is insanely good.
No, it's not. You know what it looks like? It looks like a fucking Ugg boot.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Just because it has white trimming on the side. It's cold. You know?
Yeah.
And an Ugg boot keeps you warm. So, look, if it looks like an Ugg boot, so be it.
Dressed like an Ugg boot.
Tom Brady is an ambassador for Ugg Australia.
Good on him.
And he's a 6-time Super Bowl champion.
Are you? No.
Yeah, exactly.
So shut your damn...
So shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, look, I also really hate the Bane in this movie. I just really hate...
whatever.
I hate everything about this movie, to be honest.
Look, I like the fact that they took liberties with some of the characters.
Oh, yeah, you have to. You have to.
Well, because, you know, you would probably be one of these people that would say Heath Ledger's Joker was amazing. But Heath Ledger's Joker is not really what the Joker is as far as a character goes. So it's their own version of it, but it's brilliantly done. And Tom Hardy, man, you look at Tom Hardy normally, and if you, like, you know, if you put regular Tom Hardy beside Tom Hardy as Bane with a mask...
You'd have no idea.
You'd be like, that's not the same dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I can't believe it's not Hardy.
Yeah. So I think... for the most part, like they're brilliantly shot. I think the story is like the story in Batman Begins and The Dark Knight is great. Heath Ledger's Joker is undeniably amazing and probably one of the best villains put to screen.
Yeah.
Not even comic book villains.
Yeah, just villains in general. Because he's more of just a villain rather than like he doesn't do anything overly comic booky or anything like that. He's just a guy who's mad. Yeah,
and he doesn't have like there is no agenda.
Yeah, there's no payoff for him.
Yeah, it's just chaos.
Yeah.
That's all he wants. There are, like, even The Dark Knight, though, as good as it is, has its issues. Like that whole thing with the two fairies and, you know, like decide, like, you know, hoping that one of them would, like, all of that hinged on just pure dumb luck.
Yeah.
That either nobody, I mean, at what point is a group of people going to go, no, you know what? Let's spare ourselves. Like, let's risk our own lives to save a bunch of criminals.
No one will.
Yeah. And then you've got a bunch of criminals, hardened criminals, that are going, you know what? We don't want to kill all those people. We've killed enough. We don't want to kill anymore. And, you know, it's all purely dumb luck.
Yeah.
And Talia al Ghul's death scene in The Dark Knight Rises, to this day, is one of the worst things I've ever seen.
Yeah, it is dead set terrible.
But I love this trilogy, and I will until the day I die.
Wow. Hopefully that's soon, because this series is dog shit, in my opinion.
What? You cannot say dog shit.
I can.
Why, though?
Because look, The Dark Knight Rises, there's so many, like...
Because I feel like if you're going to go on record as to say something as outlandish as, you know...
It's dog shit.
Yeah. The Nolan trilogy is dog shit. You really need to back it up.
Okay. Well, this Batman is ridiculous.
Yep.
He looks ridiculous, acts ridiculous, sounds ridiculous, is hugely pushed by lots of plot, I guess, holes, in the sense that he can just do things. The Dark Knight Rises, all of Gotham's police, and this is the thing that annoys me the most about it, is all the police in Gotham go down into that damn tunnel.
I'm not saying it's not
wrong.
Not wrong.
And it's just like, really? Really? This is like what the Batman... And it's not to say that there's not like great things in these movies, because there obviously is. I mean, we got a fantastic Catwoman in The Dark Knight Rises.
Did we?
I really enjoyed Anne Hathaway.
We got Anne Hathaway dressed in black. Hey, I don't know if we really got it like a Catwoman.
And I'm not... It was her take on it.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
And I enjoyed it. The vehicles were fantastic in these movies.
Yeah.
And that's what I take from it. Like, the gadgets were pretty cool. But that was it.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
That's wild. You really need to go back and watch Batman Begins again.
Yeah, I will. I'll give that another shot.
Because it is really good. The Dark Knight, again, really good. But The Dark Knight Rises, really lets this trilogy down.
Definitely. You know what? I'll probably enjoy the series if it wasn't for that last movie,
but
to be honest.
I am such a fan of Tom Hardy's Bane. I know it is not comic book accurate. I know, you know, there's a whole bunch of stuff. I know the voice shits a lot of people, but I fucking love it. I think that old-timey British boxer, fucking whatever he was doing, is friggin' perfect. Because it's not the voice you'd expect to come out of a man like that.
Yeah. I want to see the reactions of the people on set, because he would have done that just in his normal voice. and then they would have had to dub over.
Yeah, yeah.
And when he was on set, he was probably doing something completely different with his voice.
Yeah.
And then he's gone into the recording booth and he's like, hey guys,
Check this
check this out. I got a Bane voice.
I'm going to do an old-timey boxer.
And we'll get him good.
And he's British. Yeah, it's weird. Okay.
Out of 10 broken backs, what do you give it?
I give it a solid 8.
Wow.
8 out of 10 broken backs.
That's a lot of broken vertebrae.
Yeah, it is. That you that you can just do push-ups and eventually...
Yeah, in a cave.
Yeah.
Fix it. See, like, yeah, this movie's great.
No, we know that there are some problems
Yes.
with The Dark Knight Rises. We've established that. How many do you give it?
I'll give it 4.
4?
Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing, you guys. You guys listening out there. I copped a lot of shit for hating on one of the shittest movies of last year, The Predator. I've copped a lot of shit for that. And if Kate does not cop an equal amount, if not more, shit for calling the Nolan Batman universe dog shit and then giving it 4 out of 10, then you know what? I quit.
Well, then I'll catch you later.
Here's a trilogy that is possibly not even one.
Here's one we made up. The Snyderverse Superman trilogy.
Yeah.
Because they ain't giving us one.
They are not giving us one. We are not getting a Man of Steel 2. We're going Man of Steel, Batman vs. Superman, and Justice League.
Yeah. Now, look, my instant reaction is I want to give this a 10 because I love this Superman.
Yeah.
But
you cannot.
you can't. Like, you just can't. My heart wants it.
My heart wants it, but my head says,
no.
Don't you goddamn dare.
You're playing with, like, rose-colored glasses, Kate.
Yeah.
Don't fall for it.
Look, Man of Steel, brilliant.
Yeah, Man of Steel is
Absolutely
a 10 out
love
of
that
10
movie.
in my opinion. That's the best rendition of
It's
Superman.
not a 10 out of 10 movie.
For me, it is. I love it.
Okay, that's
the
fine.
best. I want it to be played at my funeral.
What's your take
Everyone
then?
has to sit there instead of mourning me is watch Superman.
Well, there'll still be tears.
Yeah.
What's your take then on the Jonathan Kent death scene?
Hey,
You know what I mean?
it was unnecessary.
Yeah.
They could have, like, if that's the worst thing in that whole movie,
Yeah.
it's not that bad.
It's not though, but it is one of the it's one of the worst things.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean the other big controversy is that Superman kills Zod.
Oh my God.
He doesn't kill.
Unless he's like in any of the other Superman movies where he kills like way more Kryptonians with Lois.
Also, did you not see that, like, yeah, the original movies where heaps of people die?
Yes.
Or the whole fight scene leading up to the death of Zod, where, you know, probably hundreds of thousands of people in Metropolis or wherever they are die.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's guaranteed. We actually see people die in Batman vs. Superman at the start of it. In the Wayne building.
Yeah.
So people died.
People died.
That's what happens.
You know what? You got to sacrifice a few to save the world. Troy.
That's right. It's collateral damage.
Yeah, that's right.
Batman vs. Superman. Not a good movie.
Depends.
Ultimate Edition.
Great movie.
Much better, but not as good as not as good as Man of Steel. The theatrical version is quite shit. I challenge you. I challenge any of you out there that tell me I'm wrong in saying that to go back and watch the theatrical release, because you won't do it.
I will.
Because you know you don't have 2.5 hours. Justice League.
No, Justice League. I heard that the other day and I was like, I'm running with that.
No, that is terrible.
That's great. And you know it.
Calling it Justice... No.
Do it.
Justice League that's the Snyder fans. That's just them trying to find a way to have their God not the one responsible for ruining all these movies.
Snyder Cut's real, baby.
It's coming.
It's coming. 2020.
2082.
Oh.
Snyderverse. Justice League's not a good movie.
It's average at
It's
best.
got some it's got some problems.
Yeah.
It's got some good parts.
It's, you know what? It's a fun movie, but within what this whole Snyderverse was built to be,
yeah,
it stands out like a sore thumb.
Yeah. But that's Joss Whedon, man.
Yeah.
Joss Whedon made all that happen.
Well, he did.
Well, we don't know.
Yeah, we do know.
We don't, though. Like, do
We
you honestly
do.
believe in every single Zack Snyder movie you've seen that man has the ability to give us a terrific story.
Yeah.
What movie have you seen that makes you think that?
All of them.
Because
Watchmen.
They all look brilliant.
Yes.
But that's about it. Look. No, Watchmen is good.
Yeah.
I'll give him that.
So, look, Snyderverse, I'm going to match the Nolans. It's a 4
Oh,
out of 10.
you are infuriating at times. I'll give it a 4 out of 10 as well. No, I'll give it a 5 out of 10 purely because I do like Man of Steel.
Yeah, Man of Steel is really good.
And I do like the Ultimate Edition of Batman vs. Superman.
Yeah, it's so good.
But I just don't have 3 hours to watch it again. Let's go to Spider-Man.
Oh, now, here we go.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 3. The worst one.
The best one.
There's a real there's a real pattern emerging in that the third movie
Is always the shittest.
always the worst.
Yeah. Now, Spider-Man 3, I don't remember it being so fucking bad when I first saw it, but that could have just been, oh, Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's your rose-colored glasses
Yeah.
that, you and a lot of other people tend to wear to these movies. Me too sometimes.
Yeah. I had fun with it, though. And that whole Spider-Man series is just fun. It's so early 2000s.
Yeah, definitely.
And it kind of rocks it.
Yeah.
Like, the colors are overly bright. Everything's overly saturated. I feel like there's a Nelly soundtrack happening, like a block party underneath.
It's like Nelly and Kelly Rowland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I think of when I see these old Spider-Man movies is like how of their time they are.
Yeah. 40-year-old Tobey Maguire is probably the best teenage Peter Parker ever.
Yeah, absolutely.
I really like Spider-Man. I think Spider-Man 2 does, I know it gets a lot of credit for being one of the best superhero movies out there.
And it's fantastic.
And it is fantastic. I will give it that. There are a lot of things to like about Spider-Man 2. The train scene is amazing, but, I can't get past Tobey Maguire's chins.
Wow.
Just can't get past it. And Spider-Man 3, it is what it is. It gave us the second best Venom we've ever had on screen.
Hey, some would say still the best.
Some would say the best. Yeah, so, I think for something that is 16 to 17 years old.
Still holds up, man.
Still holds up. It's really good. I think they did a really good job, Sam Raimi.
How many thwips out of 16 will you give this?
Oh, my God.
Because that's how old Peter Parker was supposed to be.
16 going on 40. I will give it. I'm going to see your thwips, and I'm going to give you. I'm going to raise you Tobey Maguire chins.
Oh,
I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you 12 out of 16 Tobey Maguire chins.
wow.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
yeah,
That's not bad.
It. Spider-Man, I know I give Tobey Maguire a lot of shit, but Spider-Man 1 and 2 are great. Spider-Man 3 is not, but the first two are really good.
Yeah.
Even from their time, they
Yeah.
they still hold up.
I'm going to give it 13 out of 16 thwips.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. How many chins though?
Oh, all of them.
All the chins.
Yeah, all the chins.
Let's move on with. We've got a lot to get through, and I don't know what's happening. We need to start pushing this through.
Yeah.
We've got the X-Men prequel trilogy. So that is X-Men First Class, X-Men Days of Future Past, and the third one, the best one, X-Men Apocalypse.
The best.
The best.
Look, the first two are good. The last
Some would
one,
argue brilliant.
yeah, the last one is not.
Yeah.
However, I do remember I have rated all of these, so
That shouldn't.
it's a good time all around, baby.
I rated a lot of stuff. I rated Justice League.
Yeah, I still do.
I just have the ability to go back and rewatch things and go, you know what? I was fucking wrong.
You're a fake fan, Troy.
No, I'm a real fan because I go there and I love everything. But then
You should be like me. Hit it and quit it. Watch it once and love it.
that's it. X-Men First Class is really good. X-Men Days of Future Past is brilliant and probably one of my favorite comic book movies. Take that.
Yeah, absolutely. They're fantastic, and it's like the soft reboot for the X-Men universe, which ultimately leads nowhere.
Well, see, that's the thing that I've never really understood, because First Class and Days of Future Past were really good. Apocalypse was average at best, and then everyone's like, this is the shittest I've ever seen. Like, this X-Men universe is so crap. And it's like, how You got 2 really good movies out of 3. That's the original X-Men. But we'll see what Dark Phoenix brings.
Yeah.
How do you want to rate this? Because we do have to move on.
Yeah. Okay. Let's rate it out of slow motion scenes.
Yeah. Let's not forget.
Yeah.
You know, we got Quicksilver out of this.
Damn straight we did.
And those scenes were brilliant.
They're the best thing out of these movies.
Yeah. I would give it. I'd give it 2 out of 3.
2 out of 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me too.
Cool. Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Iron Man 2.
Iron Man 3.
Yeah. It's the third one.
The third one.
The best one.
Oh. What is with the 3s?
I don't know. Iron Man from 2008 is obviously amazing.
Yes.
And it still holds up 1,000%.
It's still the best looking Iron Man suit in character.
Which is wild.
It's insane.
It's just they just started piling on more and more CGI as it went.
I recently went back and watched Infinity War.
Yeah.
Fuck it, that Iron Man suit looks so bad in that.
Well, understand that you're also watching it on TV now.
Yeah.
You know, it's never going to be the same. It's never
I
gonna
also
be the same as
watched
the
the
big
original Iron Man on TV. And it looks amazing.
It's not the same.
No, it's different. Like, it's calibrated differently.
It's calibrated differently. Yeah. It's from a different age.
Yeah, that's right.
So, Iron Man 2.
I love Iron Man 2.
Yep.
It's probably my favorite Iron Man just because it's like so ridiculous.
Yep.
And Iron Man is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's got it's you know, we spoke about this fairly recently, but it's got like it's got whiplash.
And that's so cool.
Just the goddamn Formula 1 car.
Yeah, the race car track scene. That's all you need.
Yeah.
Like,
It's got
you could have just had the credits roll after that. I would have been happy.
You've got Sam Rockwell dancing. That happens in this one. So good. Iron Man 3, fucking terrible movie.
I hate that one.
There's no denying.
I will never watch it again. No one can convince me to go back and say, hey, give it another shot.
I did do it like purely just because when we were talking about these movies, I did rewatch it. And it's shit.
Yeah.
I don't understand what any of you are talking about. And I am a Shane Black fan. But I hate Iron Man 3 and I hate The Predator. So
leave The Predator out of this. That's a great movie. 2018. Best ever.
Worst movie of 2018. How do you want to rate this?
Ooh. Iron Man suits.
Iron Man suits built in caves.
Yeah.
How many Iron Man suits in how many caves?
1 out of 1.
1 out of 1?
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, okay.
Would watch again.
Captain America. The consensus second, maybe first, favorite trilogy of people. We'll get to that and listen to feedback. The First Avenger, The Winter Soldier, and Civil War.
Yeah. So I recently went on the record and said The First Avenger, Captain America, the first one. Not that good.
Yeah.
Stand by that.
Do you?
Yeah.
Did you watch it recently?
No.
Well, then you can't.
I can still stand by my previous statement.
Okay. But you should probably go back and rewatch it.
Yeah. Winter Soldier has that pretty cool elevator scene.
Oh, my God. The Winter Soldier has so much more than the elevator fight scene.
I don't know if it really does.
Anyway, Civil War.
Civil War.
That's okay.
It was all right. It gave us Spider-Man.
Yeah. They didn't give us the Civil War we deserved.
No. Hey, here's 6 people having a bit of a biff.
Not even a biff. It's like they're just having a tiff.
Yeah.
Just having a little argument, but they all sorted out by the end with tea and biscuits.
That's
pretty much. It's about as civil as you can get. So that's where I think the civil came from.
Yeah.
It was just really polite.
Yeah, that's it. How many war criminals out of 5 do you give this?
Well, no, do you save?
Yeah, do you save?
How many war criminals out of 5 do you save? Because they're your best friend.
Yeah.
And you're with them till the end.
To the end of the line.
Yeah. 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. 3 out of 5.
Okay. That's pretty shit.
Thor 1, just called Thor.
Yep.
Then it's Thor, The Dark World, and then Thor, Ragnarok. Wreck the story.
Well,
wreck the character.
It didn't really continue. Yeah, it's like Thor Ragnarok. Let's make Thor Chris Hemsworth. That's the movie they made, Thor Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah.
Quickly, Thor, not too bad. Thor 2, pretty shit. Thor Ragnarok, I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
So I would give this.
How many Hulk nude scenes out of 2 butt cheeks?
Oh God, 2?
Yeah. Isn't that the most depressing thing? The most impressive thing out of Thor is the Hulk butt.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, what about you then?
One green butt cheek out of two.
Just one cheek.
Yeah.
Okay. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Secret of the Ooze, Turtles in Time.
Turtles in Time is the best. It's the best one.
The third one again.
The one that had all the fighting in it. The one that was rated fucking... Is there a rating below G? Because that's what this one got.
Yeah, it's like E for everyone or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the original, is so good.
Yeah, man. Shredder.
Secret of the Ooze gave us Bebop and Rocksteady.
Yeah.
The Bebop and Rocksteady, not the stupid shit that we got from these new movies.
Yeah, these fake Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, they're not even real.
Yeah.
They're not even real dudes in suits. Turtles in Time was terrible. I think we can agree. How many Casey Jones mullets would you give out of 17?
Oh, 15.
15?
15.
Damn.
Yeah, rate this one high, baby.
Yeah, I'd probably give it 10.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
Just purely because...
I bet you feel shit now because you love these movies.
No, I love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the original. Secret of the Ooze is not that great, but it did give us Bebop and Rocksteady. And Turtles in Time is fucking terrible.
Yeah.
The Avengers trilogy, Cade.
Oh, Avengers, Age of Ultron, and Infinity War. You know, it's one thing I take from Age of Ultron, and I'll never forget it.
James Spader's voice.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the fact that Captain America tried to choke Ultron.
Well, that's just a meme. You don't know the context of what was happening. He was just probably trying to hold him back.
Uh-huh.
He wasn't necessarily...
He got on his tap-out shirt, and he was doing his best MMA moves on him.
Yeah. I don't think that's how it happened.
No, I think that's exactly how it happened.
I don't hate Age of Ultron as much as everyone else does.
Yeah, it did give us a very weird Quicksilver.
Yeah, but it was still pretty cool. He was cool.
I have to go back and rewatch that because I feel like the way they did his speed animation was like really unique.
It was different. It's definitely like they obviously tried to distance themselves from the Fox Quicksilver.
They should have just stole that.
They probably should have.
Yeah, because that's still the best super speed I've seen.
It's a shame that they didn't keep that Quicksilver around.
Well, there's
that they
talks.
Killed him off. There's not talks.
No, there is talks that because of the potential time travel, and that he could come back. Like the character won't come back alive. It's just because of the time travel parts of...
Might see him.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I don't want that. I want him alive.
Yeah.
Yep.
He doesn't want to come back though.
Oh, doesn't he?
No.
It was his choice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's like, I rocked up on set. I'm like, you know what? Just kill me.
We'll fuck him then.
Yeah.
Infinity War is a pretty good movie.
Yeah, I heard that one's okay.
Yeah. Not bad.
I only wish it did a little bit better at the box office.
Yeah, I know.
Really underperformed.
$2 billion.
It's not good enough.
It's just not good.
I mean, you wouldn't get out of bed for that, would you?
No, wouldn't bother. And Avengers, the original Avengers, the first one.
So fucking good.
Still very good.
Yeah. Still has one of the best looking Hulks because he hasn't gone ridiculous in it.
Yeah, yeah.
And just, man, it's the first time we got that theme music.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so good.
It's the best.
How many CGI Mark Ruffalo heads?
No, I'm gonna give you a better rating system. How many arrows stashed around New York?
Oh,
do you give it?
500.
Yeah.
Well, there's got to be a lot.
It has to be heaps.
Yeah.
It has to be thousands.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 15 out of 1,500 arrows stashed around New York.
Yep.
What do you give it?
Out of 1,500, I'd give it 1,250 arrows.
Yeah.
Only because Age of Ultron had its problems.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. You?
Yeah, I'm going to go 11,300.
You said out of 1,500.
Yeah.
That's pretty
1,397.
All right, man. Well, look. Let's just rate it. Which one's your favorite?
Out of all of them?
Out of all of them.
Ooh. You know what? It's really, really hard. Like, if you're looking at a 3-part series,
yeah,
which is what this episode is based around, best trilogies.
Yep.
It's pretty hard, dead set, to go past Blade
as
a series. But I think I'm going to have to go with Avengers.
Okay. Pretty good choice.
Yeah. What about yourself?
Look, it's tough. The Nolan trilogy will always hold a special place in my heart. Did I tell you that I saw The Dark Knight Rises 8 times in the cinema?
That's ridiculous. People will laugh at you for that.
I don't know why I did it. So for me, it's either the Nolan trilogy. It's... Oh, God, Logan is such a good movie, but I can't give it to the others. I would have to say either Avengers, Captain America, or Nolan. Even the X-Men prequel trilogy, I really do like 2 out of 3. But just the third one's just not good. I'm going to go Nolan. Because I did watch, I don't know if I told you this, but I did watch The Dark Knight Rises 8 times in the cinemas.
If anyone is going to give
I've
us...
spent too much money on that movie.
I'm literally invested in this decision.
Yeah. So it is the Nolan trilogy for me.
All right.
Let's move on to some very quick listener feedback. What did we ask them this week, Cade?
So this week we asked, what was your favorite comic book movie trilogy and why? And here's what you lovely people had to say. Now, Troy, we're going to stick to our regular thing of the feedback. And I'm going to rate people's decisions.
Okay, sure.
And judge them.
Okay.
Now, listeners, I want you to take this as very personal, attacking feedback.
Oh, God. This is not why we started doing listener feedback.
Yes,
just
it
so
is.
you could attack people.
I want this.
Okay. Well, Michael French says Captain America trilogy by far.
He's wrong.
Is he?
Yeah.
I would have to agree that maybe not by far, but it is one of the best. Michael French, I'm
pretty
with
good.
You. I'm with you, baby.
Hey, you're not rating, I'm rating, mate.
All right, fine.
Keep your opinions to yourself.
Troy Ellington says Nolan Batman trilogy hands down. Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy was good, but Spider-Man 3 ruined it for being my top vote.
Oh, you know what? His second choice is good, but I can see why he might like the Nolan one
because it's good.
It's look, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Meatloaf would like it.
Yeah. David Powell says, yep, in terms of consistent quality, it's Cap by a landslide. Probs Nolan Batman or Avengers second.
Oh, not bad.
You're not really... This is the worst constructive feedback I've ever heard in my life. Warren Leo, Captain America hands down. Nolan and Raimi's trilogies were also good, but let down by the third movie.
Look,
that's a good point.
A lot of people are kind of recognizing the same thing that we've now discovered on this episode, is that the third movies are usually... the letdown.
Yeah, I think though, like they do have a point. Captain America overall, 1, 2, and 3. There's not a bad movie in it. You know what I mean?
You
not
seen
a
the
bad,
first one?
Yeah, I love the first one.
Yeah,
not a bad movie.
Yeah, look, that's fair.
You know, that's
fair.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay. We've got Dana Lynn Richardson, who says X-Men has always been a favorite. Just love the wide range of characters and abilities.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
It's always been a favorite of mine too. Rachel Webb, 90s Batman, Returns Forever, Batman and Robin. I know they're kind of trash, but I love them.
You know what? Trash is back, baby. Derelict.
One man's trash is another man's treasure. Derelict my balls. Stephen Kroon says Nolan Batman trilogy 100%. All 3 are amazing movies.
Man, there's a lot of delusional people out there.
Chris Hooker, Captain America trilogy was awesome.
I'm seeing a common thread here.
Ken Nain, it's definitely out of Cap and Nolan Bats.
Wow, these people need to watch other movies.
Chris Sutherland has to be Cap. Winter Soldier took the MCU to a whole new level. Also, each movie is at least an 8 out of 10. I don't think any other trilogy can say that.
That's a fair point.
I don't know if I've told you this, Chris, but I saw The Dark Knight Rises 8 times in the cinemas. So there's that. Adam Miller, who really needs to tell me how to pronounce his last name because I don't know how to do it.
Just sing it. It always sounds better.
The Matrix trilogy. Insane special effects for its time. Beautifully done. Oh, and did I mention it started Keanu Reeves?
That's a good point.
Except...
it's not a comic book.
It's not a comic book first.
Yeah.
So you're cheating.
Yeah.
You're cheating. Also... Point Break probably started Keanu Reeves. Unless he meant starred.
Well,
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Michael Reeves says Men in Black trilogy, buddy cop, times sci-fi equals win.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong. We didn't talk about Men in Black because we ran out of time.
Yeah, it was on the list.
It was on the list. Brie Glasbergen says Captain America.
Okay. I think we've got...
I've only
America.
got 2 more left. Mark Monahan says, what about the Swamp Thing double feature?
I've never even heard of it, mate.
Double feature's not a trilogy.
Yeah.
And
that's just facts, mate.
That's facts, baby. Shane Danger Gibson says anything but the Nolan Batman ones.
My boy.
He's just trolling.
You know, he's coming through with the
trolling.
goods. That's the best comment out of all. He wins listener feedback. Well done.
You can't say
Shane, Danger Gibson, well done.
Well, as the nice host, you're all winners in my book.
But Shane's the best.
But obviously, the Captain America trilogy and Nolan Batman, that's the
Seems to be
favorites.
a listener favorite, mate.
Absolutely.
And you know what? They're all good movies. Except for the third one.
Which I don't know if I told you guys, but I saw 8 times in cinemas. Hey, let's wrap it up. Let's do it. That is it for this week. We will be back next week with something else that we've got planned, probably. It's on the list somewhere. I just need to check it. Don't have it in front of me. Thanks for joining us, though. You guys are the best. Thanks for coming back. If you're coming back, if it's your first time, what up? What up, baby? I'm just ruining it all. Kay's looking at me. He's got this look on his face. It's like, why do I even do this on a weekly basis?
The worst part is like you wrote the outro.
Well, I'm not even looking at it.
Wow.
In the meantime, if you want access to previous episodes and the other fantastic shows on our network, head to our website. That's ccradio.com.au. Check it out. Is that better?
That's way better. Oh my God. Thanks for listening. As always, I'm Cade.
And I'm Troy.
And this has been Comic Confidential.
Cheers.
Episode synopsis.
Oh, good times.
Wow.
How did that
Have you
end
considered like a career change?
I have.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think you should become a butcher.
Yeah. Is that because I butcher everything?
Yeah.
That's fair. I deserve that.
Damn, a lot of people like Captain America.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that really shitty fucking Batman series.
Do you think I'm the only person in the world that saw The Dark Knight Rises 8 times in the cinemas?
Have you seen it 8 times?
8 times. I don't know
Wow.
if I told you this.
No,
Kate.
you didn't.
I don't know if you know this about me, but I saw Dark Knight Rises 8 times in the cinemas.
I don't think I've seen anything 8 times in my life.
I think
I've barely seen you 8 times in my life.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's wild. I just had I had a few friends that wanted to see it on separate occasions.
Yeah.
And then I went back multiple times myself.
Wow.
I don't know why. I just loved it.
What did your partner at the time think?
I don't think I had one.
Oh, that explains a lot.
So that's like, yeah.
I went to the movies and cried a lot.
Sad but true.